What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Odyssey series. This is the second one of Chapter 6 and the 90-day goals that I've been setting for myself. Just got back from Tuscaloosa and the national title game. I'm collecting a little bit of footage on what happened at the Strip and how everyone rushed it and everything like that. It was a really great time. I knew that what was going to happen if we won. It happened 3 years ago, whenever we won with Tua in overtime. So I was really pumped about that. Just going to do just kind of the basics. I'm working on the website, working on some designs for the t-shirts, and also going to work out and going to get into it. And we're just going to see how today goes and probably fly the drone around a little bit and get some footage downtown, hopefully. So today I kind of wanted there to be a theme. I wanted to talk about something that's been a big part of my life these last couple, I'd say 2 years, and that's meditating. I've been meditating every day for 318 days, I believe, is the streak today. And it's just kind of really changed pretty much everything about my life. And I knew coming into it that a lot of people had said that. I didn't really believe it. I had a subscription to this app called Headspace, which is what I use. And I never really used it. I did it a couple times, like twice in a year. And then 2019 is when I really started to pick up, and it was just so many good things happened to me. I kind of wanted to talk about that and tell you how it could change your life, how it changed my life, and just kind of let you know a little bit more about it. So with meditating, there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. Some people sit down, some people can stand up, some people do it with their eyes open, some people do it with their eyes closed. Other people use things like this. These are mala beads, and so what they are is you can get them in different stones, and some people believe that there's healing power in stones and things like that, and that they give off a certain vibe or a certain frequency. I don't really do all that. I just do it sometimes because it helps you. It's for counting. So if you have something that you want to replay in your head, like a thought or a mantra or something like that, that's just kind of keep track of how many you've done and keep count. I believe there's 108 beads on that. So I don't really use it for the healing effect or anything like that. It's more to keep track of my mind and stay focused on it, because that's the biggest thing. That's why I wanted to get into it and see if there was any ability to kind of silence my mind. And that's why I was nervous about getting into it, was because my mind was always going, and I was afraid of what would happen when you really look in and really try to see what your thoughts are and where your kind of base level is at. And so that's why I was nervous to get into it. But once I started doing it, it was absolutely life-changing. And it varied from spiritually to anywhere from the business world, just talking to people, being around people, being in uncomfortable situations. Everything seemed easier because you could check back in to your own mind and kind of isolate and realize that, hey, I control how I feel. And a lot of videos I've been seeing recently have talked about how you get to choose. No one can make you feel embarrassed. Only you choose to feel embarrassed, for example, or fearful. And once you step back and learn how to navigate kind of your mind and your base level of, okay, I have anxiety. Okay, I'm happy. Once you navigate that and figure that out, then you can apply that to whatever situation you're in, good or bad, and move forward with it. So am I saying you need to start off doing an hour, shave your hair, become a monk? No, that's not how I started. That's not how I would expect anyone else to start. It really comes down to how long and how you want to do it. You can use apps, you can use guided meditations on YouTube, you can use whatever you want. I started off with 3 minutes a day. I do 20 minutes a day. I don't do a full hour. So what are some actionable first steps? Well, I say keep it easy. Step one, just do 3 minutes a day for a week. I know people come out of the gate, and with whether it be fitness, things like this, people will come out of the gate and say, hey, do 20 minutes a day every day for a month or else you failed. I don't believe in any of that. That's not how I would get into the groove of it. That's not how I would develop a habit. So step one, I'd say practice every day for 3 minutes. That's it. Don't go any longer than that. Force yourself to stop at 3 minutes, and then just do that for a week, because consistency is going to be your best friend. And once you really build on consistency, it's kind of like working out. It doesn't really make sense when you think about it. It's just thoughts. Why would that add up over days and time? But I promise you it does. All right, so a little bit of a wardrobe change. Just got back from the gym. Tip number 2 is don't judge yourself. Whenever you start this off, whenever I started off, it's gonna tell you if you're using guided meditation, like I said, on YouTube for free, or if you're doing it through Headspace like I use. It's gonna tell you to silence your mind, silence your thoughts, And when I started, I would get visibly like angry and like, oh, I can't do this. I can't silence my thoughts. It'll be like, wait, do 2 seconds without thinking of anything, and it's almost impossible. And you got to realize that when you get to that point, it's gonna take a while. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I feel like I've barely gotten any better at silencing your thoughts and totally controlling yourself. And you'll realize that that's not even what it's really about. It's about the goal is to try to do it, not to actually achieve it. And so just remember not to get pissed off at yourself, because I got angry because I just was like, why can I not stop thinking for 2 seconds? So when you start this off, it's what it's going to feel like. You're going to be pissed. You're like, I'm doing it wrong. There is no way to do it wrong. The important thing is just not to judge yourself and to just keep doing it and keep plucking away at it, because that's ultimately the whole goal. So the third and final tip I'd say is don't focus on doing it and talking about it. Whenever you do this, at least for me, whenever I started, I wanted to be like, tell everybody, hey, oh, I meditated today. It's kind of like a brag, or I've been meditating the past couple months. And you think of yourself kind of as above people, and it's a trait that a lot of people have had that I've spoken with that do it as well. And it's just that kind of defeats the whole point of why you do it. You're better, like I said, in difficult situations such as job interviews or talking to people that are important that you want to make a relationship with. Whenever you have that control of, okay, I'm getting anxious, you can zoom out. Whenever you're talking to people that are important that you want to make connections with, you can zoom out whenever you realize you're getting anxious and kind of look at yourself in third person and be like, okay, I know I'm getting anxious. My stomach has butterflies. You don't want to feel fear. You don't want to feel anxious. You don't want to feel any of that. But that's not what it's about at all. It's about understanding that those are completely normal and that you can adapt and overcome and realize that they are normal and move to a better position and get yourself and do things that you've always wanted to do. And so with that, that's the biggest tip I'd say is don't look at it as like, oh, I did it, I'm better than these people, oh, I'm such a great person, I'm on a better track and I'm gonna be so much more successful. Think about it as just for you. Nobody else needs to know about it. It's about you. Or if someone asks, if you have a friend ask about it, tell them and share it with them, because it honestly has changed my life, and that's why I wanted to share it with everybody watching. So just remember that. Remember, it's about yourself and connecting with the universe, and it doesn't need to be anybody else's. If you guys enjoyed this video, I really enjoyed making it. We have a lot more videos coming. I would appreciate if you subscribed and liked this video. It really helps me out, just trying to grow and trying to see what kind of style of videos people like. I'm going to be switching back and forth between vlog and kind of how it was set up like a vlog, but it's more of kind of practical tips and things, and getting into 2021 and just trying to build a community where everybody's getting after it. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, leave a comment if this helped you out, if you thought this was a good perspective. If you do already meditate, let me know, and I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.